for you so far? It's a new week for me. This is like the second week of October already because the month's not they good. Today is 10 already. Today is 6th already. By the end of this week, we'll just be going into 12. So, well, we'll just take it as it is, okay? One step at a time. Wherever you feel or whenever you feel down, just get up, dust yourself, and move on. Just keep moving. That's the most important thing. Just keep going. All right, it's a brand new week, and of course, we're excited to be with you on the program Talent this morning on the Voice of Women, Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and of course, Talent is a program where we have ladies from different geopolitical zones come together to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues right here on Your Women Radio WFM 91.7. All right, so this morning we have the very ever smiling Buki Femi Ajala. Good morning, Buki. How are you today?
Good morning, Lens family. How are we doing? Thank you for that. Ever smiling, and I mean, it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic. If nobody has caught that secret, I mean, you just cast on. Even if there are challenges or there are things that is bothering you, just cast it on God, and have that, that disposition that all is going to be well. So I want to greet everybody. Binabo, good morning. WFM, good morning. And once again, Allen's family, morning, bright start of the week.
All right. Thank you very much, Buki. Yes, definitely. I think it's about making a conscious effort. So just be good, okay? You don't have to wear your problems on your face. You don't have to wear all the things that you're feeling on your face. So just give the good vibes, give the good energy, and you receive same as the day goes on. All right, we also have Ibinabo Dixon joining us this morning. Good morning, Ibinabo. How are you today? How's the weekend? And your face looks very bright today, Ibinabo. You're muted. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so good morning.
Yeah.
I'm trying to properly place myself. Okay. I hope it's okay like this.
Yes, it is. We can see you clearly.
Okay. About the brightness, maybe it's the light.
Yes. Any which way, shall you look bright?
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Buki Effie herself. I don't want to leak some secret about Buki, so let's keep it under wraps. When the time comes, I have to
Since Buki put hand for cheeks, like what is it been about again today?
let me my people. Good morning to all our Lens family. Good morning to all. I refer to them as our very valued listeners. Good morning, everybody. I'm still basking in the euphoria of Val because I keep getting the clips and when you look at it again, it's like wow, Val was a wow. So it's great to be here.
It was just wow.
Yes, I had a beautiful weekend. And just like you said, just like Buke has said, you don't need to carry your burden on your head. You don't go about hawking your burden. What you should do is have the right mindset and look for solutions. What are the solutions you can bring on board to help you to alleviate this burden? But if you carry it on your head, people go help you price them and then go price them the way
Honestly.
fear go catch you. You go even nearly fall down with the burden self. So please let's bear a very positive mindset. It's always very therapeutic. Yes. And don't forget to keep smiling like Buki. Keep smiling.
All right.
Keep using all the toothpaste in Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much, Ibinabo. I mean, we're not the only ones still basking in the euphoria of 2025. We're here to talk about it. So just before we get on, Buki, you're not Friday, but I hope you had chance to follow up with Val online. How was it for you? How was the experience for you? Because myself and Ibn Abo actually, came to the conclusion that the vow that took place on Thursday was like one of the shortest vows conference that we've had, and was power packed. Like every word was it was a banger. Let me say, every session was just it. For vow last week, and it was just it was good. It was really really good. The ninth edition, you could see the growth in it. You could see how far we have come. It was just everything was just simplified from the same of the event to every word that was said. There was no ambiguity. There was, in fact, we had a lot of people. So okay, how was the experience for Val?
Okay, so you want me to share one secret that I said I would not. you know, I
Because
must. Can you hear me? Can you
yes,
hear
I can
me?
hear you.
All right, okay, fantastic.
Yes,
You
we
know,
can hear.
from everything, all observations, for me, it was a bam. When you say it was a bam, what do I mean by that? Enlightenment, awareness, eye popping, breaking free from bondage, even from the women's side, that wow, so these things are possible. And I hope also men, that have, opportunity, to be there and also to view and also to hear our comments. For me, I pray it's going to be a time of, these people are saying the truth. Oh, let's listen, and not just listen, let us act. So this is the secret.
Mm,
I said I will take more time, to sit down again and listen all over and pick
ah,
up
it's worth
points.
it.
It was like, Bukola, you want to do PhD on this? I said, he wants it. He wants it,
Worth it.
honestly. He wants it, So kudos to WFM. I'm proud to be part of the family, and to Tone, honestly, amazing woman doing her thing, in the mountain of media. I keep talking about those 7 critical mountains that we must have, if we want to build a nation. There are others, but these are critical. One, education, family, governance, religion, media, entertainment. And I think, which one again that I missed? There are 7. So she is doing fantastic well. Education is part of it, yes. Family is part of it, yeah. So she is doing fantastic thing in the media. And what is she doing? She's just changing mindset, using that platform, to empower, to inspire, to release people, to build capacity. And do you know what? A whole lot of things are doing. Look at what she did concerning how she pulled the traditional obas together, and now you
Mm,
now have
can't hold
the
me.
obas. You understand? You now have the obas speaking for women, and I mean, it's beautiful. So kudos to her, and also to the team, because she alone cannot do it, and she will always tell you, "It is my team, oh, it is my
Mm.
team, oh, it's my team." Oh. So kudos to everyone. Kudos to everyone.
Thank you very much, Buki, for that. Val is worth listening to. And since last week, if for any reason you missed Val, maybe physically or maybe was okay. So it's like the network is playing prank this morning. Okay, so if for any reason you were not able to join Val last week on Thursday, maybe via radio or online, please go back to our YouTube channel. It's there. Try to watch it. It's not that long. Val before 6 p.m. 5:30 p.m. They've not even finished. But on at 3:30, it was done. So that was something very commendable. Let's get to hear from Susan this morning. Susan was the first. She gave an award, Val at Val. So Susan, she was looking all pretty. I'm like, oh, yeah, Susan, oh, yeah, Susan. I'm very excited to see her on stage. Hi, Susan. Good morning. How was the
Good
experience
morning,
for you?
Rose. Good morning,
Good
Rose.
morning.
Good morning, Buki. Good morning, Ibinabo. Good morning, Helen's family. I just came back from Val. I just got back from
Wow.
Val. This morning, I'm excited to be here. And for someone who attended Val 2024 and attended Val 2025, I see a paradigm shift. I see a quantum leap from what we had in 2024. We had a robust conversation. Of course, if you were in that hall, you would know that Val has always brought together physically. Now, on radio, we talk to women, we talk to so many people, but physically, it brings together women from diverse backgrounds. So in that room, you have a market woman. In that room, you have a top politician. In that room, you have he for she champions and what have you. And so firsthand, you are seeing men speaking to issues of women with so much passion. So you would know that there are also men who are interested in the progress of women. And the fact
Yeah.
that, of course, we had a former vice president from South Africa, speak to us, tell women what they also need to do differently. Because we're looking at the reserve seat bill and so many other things that women need to do. And so for us to also attain this leadership, we needed that mentorship from someone who had worked in a very high capacity and led at UN Women as well. So, I mean, the diverse voices you hear in that room is something that everyone who was not part of it needs to take time out to listen. They need to take time out to, just learn, unlearn, just keep an open mind. And don't watch it thinking, oh, these women again. No, it's not about women. Because when you build one woman, you are building a nation. A woman would always support the next woman, support the next youth, support the next child. And that is what it's about. And like I would always say, WFM and the VOW team have always done things differently. Last year, I was a moderator. This year, I was given the opportunity to present an award. And one thing that stood out for me, and I wrote it on my Facebook page and even tagged WFM to it, is the fact that we are seeing an organization that is intentionally bringing out persons with disability and not just boxing us within the disability space alone, because we exist in every space. So,
Yeah.
ordinarily, you will see that presentation, it might be for an organization of person with disability, they will not say a person with, no, just like the session I moderated, it wasn't about disability. And for me, it blew my mind because it was the first time I was given an opportunity to do something that was not disability focused. So for every young person, for every elderly person, no matter who you are, male or female, you need to watch, you need to learn, you need to relearn, you need to unlearn the things that we need to drop, because we're looking at making progress as a nation. And if we must make progress as a nation, we must intentionally decide not to leave anyone behind, whether they live in the slums of Nigeria or they live in the urban area, which is what VOW has continually tried to bridge that gap by bringing everyone under the same roof. And, including the youth corps members, we had youths from the youth corps, all of them were all seated there, listening and getting all of this knowledge for free. It's not easy. Thank you.
Thank you too, Susan. It's definitely good to hear from you for somebody who attended the event firsthand, and you could see how much VOW has grown from 2024 to 2025. And I'm just imagining, just when after the VOW, I think on Friday or Saturday, I saw Tone's message when she said, "Oh well, Val 2026 will begin planning in 2 weeks." I'm like, this woman, kilo day, kilo day, and I'm excited because she's not resting on it, and that was how she started last year. Immediately after the Val 2023, 2024, she just kicked off with the planning for 2025, and that's how she just kept going, and this is the result of it. Almost a year planning, and this is the result of it. And now, we're looking at what we've done. What are the things that worked, what did not work, and what we can do better for the 10th year. And I'm sure the 10th year is going to be much more bigger and better. All right, this is your Women Radio WFM 91.7, 26 minutes past 9 on this side of the radio. This is the program Talent right here on the Voice of Women, Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. My name is Rose. I've got Buki, Susan, and of course, Ibinabo with me this morning. It's a full house, if you ask me this morning. So we'll get on with the conversation. Now, just before we go to the half mark of the show this morning, yesterday, the 5th of October was World Teachers Day. And we can't, we'll just talk about it briefly. I know I didn't bring it up, but it's something that it's dear to us, because at some point in our lives we all had teachers. Up to date, we all have teachers. If you don't have, your children have teachers right now. Our parents went through teachers. You also passed through teachers. So it's worth talking about. It's just unfortunate that our teachers are not given the right attention they deserve. The educational sector, and they're the ones that carry the burden of the education sector. So we're not giving them what they deserve. We're not giving them the attention they need. The whole we're no longer looking at your reward is in heaven. No, your reward is here, and we need to give it to them. We need to give their flowers. We need to give them their flowers, because it's been a long run for Nigeria. I remember when my dad would tell me that, oh, he had teachers that were from all over the world. He had Indian teachers, he had Ghanaian teachers, he also had teachers from some other country he mentioned, and all these people were rushing to come in to teach them, because Nigeria was working, Nigeria was good, even for them as students. At some point, they were given stipends, transportation fare to go back home, transportation fare to bring them back to school. They were given provision and foodstuff to take back home. So it was not like a burden to their parents. But now we see a lot of things different. Teachers in government secondary schools, state primary schools, and secondary schools cannot even afford to have a decent life. So how do they want to leave all of those issues and impact on their children? So yeah, it could be a lot. Welfare of teachers is no longer taken as a priority, so, and the profession is no longer making young ones want to say, I want to be a teacher, so it's more like teacher and of our head. And for a lot of people, make I just do this teaching job before I get something else to do. So that is bringing down the whole sanctity of that profession, because we know without teachers we will not even be where we are today. We will not even be where we are. So why can't we give ample attention to this? Why can't we have the best come out from this particular sector? Because this is where the leaders of tomorrow are coming out from. This is where we have this is where we build a lot of mind. This is where we have people who will come out with reformed minds, reformed thought process, and they are doing better, and society looks better. So I just want us to talk a little bit about this, the remuneration of teachers in Zaria. Just yesterday, I was saying it on newspaper review this morning. We saw was it a memo right now, we'll call it, where teachers in Zaria were saying that, well, they're going to come out for a peaceful protest because the minimum wage has not even been implemented for them, and they're receiving less than 40,000 naira. And are they now saying that they are not worth receiving that minimum wage, or what is the issue? I left Kaduna in 2018, and before I left, teachers there, state teachers, were receiving less than 40,000 naira. And up to today, my sister who works as a teacher is still receiving the same amount of money. So you find a lot of them having side hustles up and down, not even giving the students the ample attention they need. All they want to do is, Well, if I can go there 2 times a week or 3 times a week and just mark my name so that at the end of the month I get something, that's it. So what kind of mindset, or where are we pushing our teachers to, or what are we turning this profession into that's no longer looking good? It's no longer looking like a profession that other people would want to get into. You go to our NCAs today, you go to higher education, higher institution, nobody wants to study education. People that are studying education are probably people that they don't get any other thing to study, or probably that's just what was given to them, so they don't want to waste time at home, so they just go ahead and study that. Even at that, after it, you don't even see them go back to the classrooms. You go to classrooms today, you see more of core members in classrooms than even the teachers. The ones you see safe, they're just there to while away time. Anyway, it's 29 minutes to 10 right here on Women Radio. We will definitely talk about it. So let's go on this short break, and when we come back, we'll talk more on this morning. This is Sue Halens on your Women Radio WFM 91.7.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Something big is coming with Better Play. Get ready to turn 500 naira into a 200,000 naira daily jackpot. Yes, you heard me right. 200,000 naira every single day. The more tickets you grab, the higher your chances of winning. Stay tuned, because this is the game changer you've been waiting for, coming to you on Radio 91.7 FM. Are you ready to play and win big?
My people, something big don't land, and our money rain dey fall. Better play, better go, better play, better chance.
Now 3 times every day, then they call winners for radio. Yes, now with just 500 naira, you fit win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Just join the Better Play lottery now and listen for your name for radio. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m.
Better play, not dull yourself. Go get your tickets sharp, sharp. Buy them for www.betterplay.ng or just dial *347 *154 #. You want boost your chance? Buy reach 20 tickets if you want win.
Follow us for Facebook at Better Play and Instagram at Better Play NG to get correct updates. Now your turn to chop this money, oh.
Better play, better chance. Keep bang. Only people when don't reach 18 years.
Dára orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, nǹkan pàtàkì kan ṣẹlẹ̀ tí kò fi ń ṣe nínú ìkòkò ti páànù nìkan, ṣùgbọ́n ní ààyè tó wà láàárín rírò àti èròjà. Iyọ̀ Dangote kò jẹ́ kí pẹpẹ súùpù tàbí ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù wa dùn lásán. Ó tún mú àwọn àsìkò tó yíká tó ní ìtumọ̀ sí i. Níwọ̀n ìgbà tí iyọ̀ ìsebẹ̀rẹ̀ bá ti jẹ́ ti Dangote tó dára tó sì ṣe ara lóore, ó ti ní àǹfààní láti lo àsìkò rẹ̀ lórí ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì nípa ti ìtàn, ẹ̀rín àti ìfẹ́ tí a fi ń bára ẹni lò. Iyọ̀ aṣaralóore ti Dangote ti ṣe ẹ̀dínkù sí nǹkan tí a ó máa yọnu lé lórí.
Oh, more see package. This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me. I feel
Talking about you. I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House pack in your hand. The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Do you know that rape, domestic violence, and child abuse are all crimes against the state? Do you know that as a survivor of either domestic and sexual violence, you can access medical, legal, counseling, and other services at no cost? Please reach out to us on 08000-333-333. Help is a phone call away, and utmost confidentiality is guaranteed. Don't suffer in silence. We believe you. This message was brought to you by the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency with support from the Carter Center.
Jama'a, wani abu babba ya sauka kuma ana zubar da kuɗi kamar ruwa.
Hakika, da naira 500 kawai zaka iya cin nasara har naira 200,000 a rana. Shiga Better Play yanzu kuma saurari sunanka kai tsaye a rediyo da karfe 10 na safe, karfe 2 na rana da karfe 6 na yamma.
Sai tikitinka a www.betterplay.ng ko danna *347 *154#. Kana son karin dama? Zaka iya sayan tikiti har 20.
Ka biyo mu a Facebook at Better Play da Instagram at betterplay.ng don sabbin bayani. Lokacin ka ne ka ci wannan kuɗin. Better Play na buɗe ne kawai ga masu shekaru 18 da sama. Yi wasa cikin hankali.
ẹ gbà mí o.
ariwo wo nìyẹn bàbá Ṣèyí mà ló ń dán ìyàwó ẹ̀ ó ti di bárakú. ìwà ipá nìyẹn kẹ kí là ń ṣe nípa ẹ̀ ẹ fẹjọ́ sùn. a ti sọ ṣùgbọ́n kò gbọ́ a ti jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀. a ò lè jáwọ́ o ẹ jẹ́ ká fi tó àwọn agbófinró tàbí baálẹ̀ létí a ní láti dáàbò bo ìyá Ṣèyí àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú ipò báyìí. A ní láti jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ a ní láti dáàbò bo àwọn ọmọ wa obìnrin ẹ̀gbọ́n àti àbúrò wa obìnrin àti àwọn ìyá wa kí a tako ìwà ipá àti àìdọ́gba láàrin takọtabo. ó ti yá báwo ni mo ṣe lè dá sí i. ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Women Radio WFM 91.7 lòdì sí ìwà ipá àti àìdọ́gba láàrin takọtabo ohun tí ò dáa ò dáa lápapọ̀ àtúnṣe dájú ẹ bá wa pàdé ní ìkànnì 91.7 FM Women Radio ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun Tuesday ní aago 5 fún àkànṣe ètò ohun tí kò dáa kò dáa ohun rẹ̀ ṣe pàtàkì ẹ jẹ́ ká dáàbò bo àgbègbè wa.
The big question.
Corruption is, in fact, is increasing more. We never had a snake and whether python and swallow him.
Why?
Everything has increased.
Conversational, controversial, and borderline disruptive. The big question.
Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from 12:05 p.m. only on Women Radio. Women Radio 91.7. Breaking record.
All right, this is your Women Radio WFM 91.7. This is program Harlan right here online and their families. All right, so yes, of course, now we are looking at what it is, some of the issues surrounding it. So I would want Ibn Abod to start with this because I mean she is in this profession, or she has been in this profession, and she probably knows a lot of things that maybe we're not privy to. So, Ibn Abo, just coming in, on this, what Teachers Day, what can we do to make it better? Because I mean, without teachers, where will our education sector be, or what would it even look like?
Okay. Thank you. I was just thinking throughout, and even as an educationist, those days, teachers were highly respected. I remember my mom used to tell us that they used to refer to teachers, the female teachers, as Miss, whether you are married or not, Miss, and then the male teachers as Master. And you know what that means, Master, Miss, and all of that. It comes with a lot of respect. But over the years, and no thanks to some parents, apart from government, gradually this respect started eroding. How did it start? You enroll your child in a school, and a child misbehaves, and the teacher scolds this child. This child goes home and reports to the parent because the parents, maybe they have some money. They go to the nearby police station, take a police officer along with them to the school, arrest the teacher, put the teacher behind bars, or sometimes throw the book at them, And when those ones come back, they go back into their shell. They limit whatever they come to do in the school. Would take that as a cue to be careful. So gradually, things started degenerating. Then again, you look at government, jobs like working in the oil industry, working in the bank, became very lucrative and became very juicy. Salaries were juicy, and nobody was looking at the teachers again. Even some teachers were resigning to go and work in all those establishments and all of that. So at the end of the day, gradually that respect, that appreciation that teachers used to enjoy, that motivation that came from all those respect and appreciation, everything just was going down the drains. Nobody notices any teacher anymore. Parents are ready to go into school, especially some fathers, to go into school and begin to deal some blows on teachers who probably punish their children in certain ways without having a conversation first. So gradually teachers have lost that respect. So what some of them are now doing is to force themselves into the back system. They want to force themselves. How do you force yourself? You become aggressive. Sometimes you become if you cannot be aggressive in certain areas, then you become to hang around parents. You become to come up with different eye service here and there. You want to promote a child even when the child is not doing well, so that you will be in the good books of the parents, so that the parents probably would give you some things, maybe grease your palms or something like that. And gradually, when you engage in activities like this, you are going to lose your respect. And I already told you what led to this. Like you rightly mentioned, what your dad said about how other foreigners were coming into Nigeria to teach. I got into school at the tail end of that. I remember that in my school, I had a Ghanaian teacher. In fact, we are Ghanaian teachers, and they were fantastic. In fact, it was one of the Ghanaian teachers who recommended me to become a prefect, and I was yet in the 3rd grade, my 3rd year in school. So it was like, but for whatever reasons, when they were constituting school prefects for the new session, he added my name and he gave reasons, and I was, I was allowed to become a prefect and all of that. So, teachers, I would say that teacher and some other teachers were the ones who, directed my interest towards, education, that there are ways to encourage children. I mean, yes, you have your children at home, you are training them, but when they come to school, they spend a lot of hours with teachers.
Yeah.
So how can teachers impact the lives of these children? But because of what is going on and what the economy is now doing, it has taken that uniqueness from teachers, that special nature that teachers used to have is very scarce lately. Teachers, if a teacher invites your parents to the school, in fact, if you're not sure of yourself, you're already peeing in your panties that,
Exactly.
hey, my God, what is going to happen? But these days, teachers don't even bother. What are they inviting you for? Whatever it is, if your child is not doing well, they tell you, and you tell them as a parent that, please, my child must not repeat the class. So the teacher has to do everything possible to make sure that child does not repeat the class. And that does not come free. So all of this introduction of, corruption and everything in its different colors,
okay,
are the things that are affecting the delivery of teachers, the respect teachers used to have, and then the government, because when we talk about teachers going on strike, when we talk about ASU, you will see that the people who actually prepare the children for universities were not always in the picture. The teachers from the primary schools, the teachers from the secondary schools. And it's always like when they call animals will get horn. Now said they come out, now be snail now horn and night they will take cutter. That kind of a thing. So they just keep to their corners. But that is not right. It is absolutely wrong, because without a good foundation, how does a child do well in the university? So it's an opportunity. You see, each time we celebrate teachers and we just pay a lot of lip service, and then the day passes and then everything just goes quiet and all of that. It's not right. Teachers, especially primary and secondary school teachers, should be highly recognized and very well remunerated, because these are the stages where every child will pick up different character, different things, and where you build your foundation to becoming an excellent student. So if you miss it at that point, it's going to be a bit difficult to begin to now, catch up with it when you're already in the higher institution. So it's like somebody wants to build a house. If you make a complete mess of the foundation and you finish the house, it's all looking beautiful, it's only for a while. It's going to come down. It will come because the foundation cannot carry what you have put on it. But if the foundation is very strong, is fortified, I mean, you can play around with the building, with the structure. So the problems that teachers are facing are enormous. They lack societal respect. Nobody respects them. There's something about when your profession is respected. You are encouraged every morning to wake up and go to the office. When you're not happy with your profession for various reasons that I mentioned, you only drag yourself to your place of work. You don't go there excited.
All right.
When you perceive it as, sorry, 30 seconds, please. Somebody introduced his fiance to us.
Mm.
And somebody asked, what does she do? And he said, oh, she's a teacher. Somebody said, teacher, okay.
Mm.
And it was like, what do you mean by teacher? He said, teacher. Talk about a medical doctor, somebody who works in an oil industry, somebody who is working in. He started mentioning different places of different occupation.
All right,
so teacher now, which one? Where are you hang teacher?
Yeah, we're placing them.
What? So you see, they have lost. We have in our actions, both the government and the people, we are. The teachers have lost that societal respect, and if we don't do that, nobody wants to be a teacher. Nobody. Above and beyond the remunerations, that respect. We have lost this slogan that there is dignity in labor. Completely in Nigeria.
All right, Sibinabo.
Labor that does not come of salaries.
Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? All right, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, I can hear you loud and clear. We can hear you.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. We can hear you.
Okay. All right. In line with the last story that the guest just shared now, how can we truly commend our teachers now? Because most times we hear the teaching job is an honorable one, but how do we make this actually evident in the life that they live? Honestly, it's not an easy one. You bring somebody to your family and say, this is who I want to marry, and they look them down with disdain. Let me shock you this morning. I have some teachers, not in my children's school anyway, but I'm told that they sell momo. This lady sells momo as a side hustle. Sometimes she brings it to the school for parents to patronize her after school hours. But I'm asking myself, it's not as if momo is a bad commodity, but I'm saying, if she were paid or properly remunerated, she'll be saying it with pride. My promote goes school because I'm a teacher. It breaks my heart. Honestly, it breaks my heart because if she were to be properly remunerated, I don't think she would choose Momo as a side hustle. I stand corrected anyway. It could be anything, but I'm saying we can do better. In this morning during the newspaper review, when Emmanuel was talking, he said we should stop using this language. A teacher reward is in heaven. No, how come a teacher cannot be rewarded here and even in the world beyond? Well, let me greet Susan. Susan, I saw you in your red, beautiful, resplendent. I just got back from I'll be able to say I just got back, man. To all those who made VOW Conference and Awards 9.0 a beautiful event. I know that the 10th edition, since preparation has already started, would be a blast. Thank you very much, Women Radio, for always churning out value. Every time I wake up, I say, it's time for, I'm always eager to listen in before I move about my daily activities. Thank you so, so much. Women Radio, you're repping us, and to the Don Dada herself, or Don Mama, Madam Sonaya. May God continually endow you with more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Susan, thank you for the fight on the disability group. You're doing an amazing job. And today is Cerebral Palsy Day to all the cerebral palsy warriors, survivors. I salute you. I commend you. Keep fighting on to win mothers. It's a Herculean task of the trust God and the Father that knows the trust God always did our time. It's not easy. We can't just come on the radio every day and start crying. But we know God will always show up for every person living with one form of disability or the other. And those supporting us. All the he for she, totally for you. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much, Mrs. Oboli, for calling and giving your submission on what we're looking at today. All right. So yeah, that's true. She just reminded me today is Cerebral Palsy Day 2025, which is Monday, 6th of October. So maybe tomorrow we'll start up with this for our conversation. So we just have a few more minutes to go. Let's hear from you, Susan, in a few minutes, and then Buki just wraps it up for us this morning.
Okay, so basically, Ibn Abu has said a whole lot. She has touched various areas, and the truth is, I remember when you were talking earlier, you said you left Kaduna in 2018, and up until now, your sister still receives the same salary. Is this happening? How many things do you buy in the market? How many things that we could buy in 2018 can we still buy in 2025? So can the government, I'm talking of government schools now, even private schools. I know that the cost of running private schools is not easy. You have to pay rent, but it is important that you pay those people who would add value to the lives of your students well. If you don't pay them well, trust me, no matter how you try, they would not wholeheartedly teach those kids as they are supposed to teach them. Years back, I was earning 63,000 or thereabouts as a teacher under government. And this is me living with my parents. So imagine if I was living on my own, paying my rent, doing different things. How would I have coped with that mega salary? My transport allowance was 7,000. And that 7,000, because of disability, I was using up the 7,000 in a week. So the remaining 3 weeks, Oyonimowa, that is what Yoruba people will say, which means I am on my own. There are critical issues that need to be analyzed and, have a seat of diverse people, because I'm happy, some states are trying to drive inclusion, employing persons with disabilities. But have you looked in between the lines? Our challenges are different. A colleague can walk down to the bus stop and enter public transport. I cannot do that. I'm about leaving my house, and the transport I'm seeing is 6,007 just to step out. I don't know what it will cost me to come back. That is what it is for teachers. And now we are looking at house rent, taking care of yourself, and so many other areas. So it's important that government critically, from primary, secondary, even up to tertiary institution, review whatever it is that teachers are being paid, because let them receive their rewards here and live lives that are what, as human beings who put in. Do you know what it takes to make lesson notes week in, week out? It's not a joke. You will still use your brain to teach. I did that over the years. So I know that it's not really easy. And so the best they can do is to be remunerated well. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. So Buki, I'll just come to you to wrap it up for us in probably a minute. So that we could just,
1 minute will do the job. Because you see, the Institute for National Transformation, that I'm the country executive, we did a teachers training shortly before they resumed this September. And it was an expose for them that if we handle teachers well, our country will progress. Why? Because they are the ones that are molding lives. They are pouring content into that clean vessel. So if we do not treat them well to pour the right content, this is what we'll meet. And that is what we see everywhere, that a graduate will come, a secondary school will come. What stuff are they made for? It is because of the fact that our teachers, so somehow we have designed them not to do that job properly. So if we want productivity for this country, and that's where I'm going to land, Naboy is smiling. If we want this country to progress, we need to look at the teachers. We need to look at the educators, give them everything they want, infrastructure, and pay them well. Then you can now demand service from them. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you two ladies for being a part of the program this morning. Let's do this again tomorrow. And like I said, we'll kick off with the cerebral palsy issue tomorrow. I'm just thinking of a few ideas that we can have for tomorrow, but let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for being a part of the program today. Do well to have a great day, and this week will definitely be good for each and every one of us. Thank you so much, ladies. Okay, so that's where we wrap it up for today on the program on Her Lens. Join us again tomorrow. God willing, will be here to take you on Her Lens. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser. Thank you to Mrs. Oboli Code and each and every one of you who tuned in to listen to Her Lens this morning. Stay tuned for Radio Doctor at 10. And of course, have a great day ahead and stay with us on Women Radio WFM 91.7. Good morning.
To sponsor this program, call the number